We've been invited out to Andy Bishop's property, which is about 25 nautical miles from Tabora. I brought the Renegade. Have a look at the sky. It's not a particularly good day. There's only a little bit of rain. These are the aeroplanes of some of the guys that are members of our club. We've got a 4-seat Jabiru there in front of us somewhere. We've got a Cessna Bird Dog. There's Zodiac. I don't know who owns this aeroplane. I can't associate this with a person. I don't know whose it is. These next two are air trucks. These guys have a ball. They go do formation work. These were built as built on all sorts of things. They were basically an agricultural aeroplane, and they had a seat in the back here facing aft. That would have been horrible, especially on takeoff. But it was to carry the crew member who actually puts the chemical in the aeroplane. So it had a purpose. I think they converted some of them to air ambulances as well, where they could slide the patient in there somehow, put a door in the back, or a bigger door, or a side door, or a rear door. The pilot sits way up in the air, like way up. You fell out of that, you're going to hurt yourself. But yeah, they had another one as well. There was a third one. I don't know what happened to that. They're both obviously similar. An RV6. I chose not to bring the RV6 today. I wanted a challenge. I figured I could do 25 miles in the 2-stroke Renegade. Well, here we are, back in the paint shop tent. The engine cowl is in here purely because it's nice and warm in here. This is gyprock, basically gyprock filler, or drywall mud, I suppose. I've got a few low patches, so I need to build it up, which I have, and then I'll sand it back. It's in here purely because this stuff won't dry in our temperatures. So yeah, it's been in here with the lights on overnight. I'll take it back outside because I don't want dust all over the place here, and I'll start sanding it again. It's still got some more building up and sanding off to do. This blue bit will get cut out. I think I mentioned maybe in a previous video that I've ordered all the materials to the objective is to extend this part of the fiberglass cowl. It'll be extended up and around that corner and up to the centre here. That'll be cut out. So I'll wind up with one big fiberglass cowling. It'll then be split. There's already a split line here. It'll go up, and the split line goes down the other side there. So I'll have two halves. From where we're looking now, a left half and a right half, which in fact on the aeroplane will be a top and a bottom. But anyway, that's coming along. I'm fairly happy with that. I'm happy the materials are on their way. I've put the final colour on these Interplane struts. These have had about, this afternoon will be 48 hours of drying. They still look wet. They're quite incredible actually. I'm quite happy with the finish, with the shine anyway off the gun. Yeah, pretty nice. So they can come out of here now and they'll get stored somewhere, or wrapped up and stored. the objective here is to bring that wing in. Once I get the wing in here, then I can start put the primer on and then start its finish coat, and that'll all be within the next few days. Yeah, so that's the update so far. I've still got a few more days, or a couple of days anyway. Today or tomorrow and the next day, I think, before I put out the next video. So see how we go. No, I didn't accidentally paint this as well. That's its natural colour. But yeah, this will get its primer coat, and then its, what is it? Eco Poly Premium, I think, is what the paint is called. And then you'll have to wait and see what colour. But yeah, the orange are the accents. It'll have orange accents, much like this has got maroonish coloured accents. That's the struts we just looked at now. Well, here it is, Friday afternoon, and in my little paint tent. I've just finished putting the Eco Prime on this first wing. It's reasonable, I think. It's a bit dirty. It seems to have lots of dust and stuff in it, but that's the nature of the paint booth that I've manufactured. But no, it'll be fine, and I'll give it a scuff up tomorrow and probably spray the colour. This monstrosity is still going. I've been around and around and around. This is the plaster that you plaster your house with. Basically, I found the low spots and filled them up with plaster and sanded the high spots, so it's getting closer and closer to where it should be. Tomorrow I'll hook into it with the sanding and try and get it a bit closer to where it should be. The fiberglass materials that I ordered for it the other day were accidentally posted to the wrong address, somewhere completely at the opposite end of the state. So the company that's supplying it has sent me new stuff, so hopefully that'll be arriving, well, sometime next week now. But anyway, that's it for the week. I've already shown you the Interplane struts, which came out incredibly shiny, and all things being equal, the paint, when I put the paint on this, it should be incredibly shiny as well, because it's the same sort of paint, it's just a different colour. But that's it. I was continuing some work. That's yeah, no wing here, that's amazing. I was continuing some work on the undercarriage. There's a couple of bits of structure that are missing from the undercarriage pieces. And really, they're not structural, they're purely there to support the fabric, because this will be fabriced in here, across here gets fabriced. But there's a bit of structure goes from here across the top, and another one goes from about here somewhere up. And that'll provide a spot to rivet the fabric onto the undercarriage. This is about the only bit of outstanding. I still haven't cut the stupid intersect fairing. I think that's got to go up on the priority list. It's already up near the top. There's not much else to do. So anyway, that's where we are. That's the end of another week. Yeah, that's it. You have a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you next weekend.